In this video, I just want to talk about using the links panel and how to deal with missing or other kinds of problems with with images and text. So these are things that are not necessarily embedded in your InDesign document. Rather, they are placed in your document and have original documents from which they're being drawn from located somewhere else. What you see in your InDesign document are just representative images or text, if you place text in your document, but the actual physical image or text is in another document that you've referred to. So if you open a document and you get one of these stop signs with the question marks on it, you know something's wrong, that something's missing. The link to the original item is missing or broken or something like that. Now, technically, when I would have opened this document, this is a file from the textbook, I would have gotten that warning saying that I have some links that are missing or damaged, and I could have fixed them there. But for some reason, you get into a document and you still have an icon like that, or maybe you kind of forgot and moved some of your images after you built it the first time or while you were working on it. You can still fix it. The first thing you can do is you can roll over it and you'll get a little message that says all you need to do is you roll over that little stop sign, that little icon with the question mark, and it tells you all you need to do is click to relink. So that's one way that you can refix your links, which is a pretty good way to do it if you only have one or two missing links. Now, you might have a lot more missing links, and in that case, it's easier to use your links panel. And the links panel does a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and open that up. I'm actually in the Essentials workspace, but if you don't have it, it doesn't show up in your whatever workspace you're working in, you can get to it through the window link here. So let's go ahead and open that up. And if for some reason it's opening on the right side for me today, so I'm going to move over and so we can get a good look at this. So now you see in the links panel a bunch of images, and we do see we have one of those question mark icons, which is there's a lot of different icons that can show up here. And I'm not really going to talk about all of them right here, but so on this one, I'm actually using this image 4 times in this document, which has multiple pages. And of course, they're all missing. I actually moved that file to another folder, so it can't find it. The path is screwed up and it doesn't work. So I am going to do this. I'm going to find the link. So I can either double click on this or I can click on this icon down here and it will relink all instances of that file. So let me see, where did I put that? I think I put that on my desktop. So let's see. Oh, there it is right there. All right, there it is. I say open, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, yep, there the little warning signs now have disappeared. You can also see if you check out the image here on the actual document or in the actual document, that little warning icon is also gone from there as well. Now the other thing that's pretty cool about the links panel is that you can tell a lot of stuff about your images. Now these are all TIFFs, so I might not be able to show you what I want to show you, but I'm going to go ahead and pick one of them. And when I pick, actually, if you don't have that panel open, you may not see it. All you have to do is click this Show Hide Link Information, and this little panel will pop up, and it has all kinds of information. It tells you what the name of the image file is, the format, where it is in the document, page 3, that's an RGB file, that it's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. But here's the really important part. Down here in the middle where it says actual PPI and effective PPI. So basically this is like DPI sort of. Instead of dots per inch, it's pixels per inch, which is what we're dealing with when we're working on screen. And this launch.tiff image has an actual PPI of 150. But when we're working with print documents, we kind of want to aim higher than that. We want, like 250 or above. And one way we can do that with an image that actually has a lower PPI or DPI is to make that image smaller. And then as we make it smaller, as you know, if you make it bigger, pixels get all pixelated. But if you make it smaller, it gain some resolution. And so InDesign tells you really what you've gained by making it smaller when it tells you what the effective PPI is. So this one has an effective PPI of 685, which is plenty for printing this page up. Now I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like if you have a lower res image in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my pages and I'm going to just add a page to this document. It's kind of in the middle, but that's okay. And I'm going to place an image in there that I know has a low resolution. So I'm going to go to my pictures and I have a very low res image. Where is it? I thought it was over here. Oh, here it is. It's a JPEG, so it's only 25K. That's pretty dang small. And I'm going to place it here. So there we go. There it is. So let's go to the links panel. Whoops, I closed it and see what happens with this image. As you can see down here, it has an actual PPI of 72. This is actually, you've seen this image before. This is my image for my online class picture. So it's developed for web. It's saved for web. But because I have not made it its full size, I have a higher effective PPI. But really, for print documents, that's just not high enough. So one thing I can do is I can either make it smaller, and if you don't know the fitting commands, you can go fitting and fill frame proportionally. Now you can go back over here and you see my PPI is 200. Now I could even make it smaller. That effective PPI would go up, but then my picture is a little bit too small. So I would not use this for a print document. It's just not high enough resolution. So that's really important. You want to make sure that that is a high enough resolution for a print document. So that one is not. That one has plenty of PPI large enough. Now the other thing I want to talk to you about is the other types of errors you might find in this column where we had the little yellow, red stop sign. You might find a little yellow triangle with an exclamation point like is shown on the links panel, and that just means that the original document has been changed. So if you went into the original JPEG and you changed a color on it or whatever, resaved it, InDesign would know it was resaved and say, hey, you need to update your InDesign file so that it has the current image in your file. So you can, just like a missing link, you can correct that there. And the last thing is you can sort these up here in the link by name. So if you want to sort the images by name or the links by name, you can sort it if it's got statuses. If you want to put all the missing links together and then all the modified links together. Or you can say, you can sort them by what page they're on. So these are all on page 1, the next ones are on page 2 and whatnot. And the cool thing is you can actually click on that number and it will take it to that image on the page it is in the document. All right, so there's lots of cool, very helpful things that you can do with the links panel.